stuff, normally you would still get your 7. Now they changed it, so if you don't, if they can tell you're not doing shit,
Yeah.
you'll only get the hours that you literally work. And I told them, y'all better not change my shit, cause y'all know, like I don't care. Don't let these other niggas be the reason why I don't get paid what I'm supposed to.
For real. It's just shit, yo. Like it's control. Like when I told them about like the homeless people doing that shit, I don't know if she was like tight a little bit, cause like there's nobody to blame within the staff, but it is what it is. Like there's no litter monitor around, like to sit in the locker room all day and watch these niggas do that shit. So shit could get fucked up. Like litter is something that happens spontaneously. Like that shit just fucking happens. Anyway, I digress because you know what? These niggas subscribe to my fucking YouTube channel. they have their own like fucking.
That's right.
They have their own channel, and like I saw the other day that like I'm one of their, you know, I'm in their subscription list. So I was like, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But nah.
All y'all niggas is pussy.
Exactly. You know. Shit. Let's say it's me. Say, because niggas didn't want to say like, oh, is it you who's leaving the shit? No, I leave my shit down there and I clean up the gym after I leave. So like, obviously it's not me, and I'm not blaming on nobody else. I'm blaming on the fucking homeless people that come there, which they do come and fucking wreck their shit. They just sit there and eat and shower and must look at people. They don't leave the locker room for the whole day sometimes. So, yeah, yo. I don't know. I'm gonna start wearing my GoPro next time. My whole day is gonna be recording on the GoPro. Then when I get home, I'm just gonna stream my whole life at home. Make sure I'm doing nothing wrong.
Even when you're home, don't do nothing wrong.
I'm on camera every time. I have an alibi. Nobody can accuse me for shit.
I was gonna say, I had because of the snowstorm or whatever, I didn't work Monday or Tuesday. So
I was wondering that shit.
Wednesday, nah, like they told us to stay home. So Wednesday, we were supposed to meet up or whatever. They were just like how they didn't shovel the snow out the way of the where the trucks were. So it's gonna be like a delay, like a 2-hour delay. So instead of having like 5 different trucks, they put it together for 2 trucks. So for 2 trucks, they had like 20 people each. My truck had like 8 people. So we had to do a fuckload of work. And our manager, she was just like, everyone who showed up, thank you, you guys are gonna get a severe weather bonus. So I'm like, oh, a bonus. So she goes on the group chat and she's like, message me your Venmo or like your Zelle information or whatever. Yeah. So I text her my Venmo shit. This woman, guess how much the bonus was?
$10?
Nah.
What?
25.
Really?
She sent me $25. It's not bad. Like the snow was so bad. She was like, because you, and I quote, you were a rock star today. And I'm just like,
I was expecting less though. I said 10. You know.
I was expecting like a good 100 because I got a bonus before and that shit was like 150 something, I think. So.
What, working at Staples?
No,
really?
the job I'm at now. But I guess like she was paying it out of pocket. That's why she asked for like the Venmo and stuff.
Yeah.
The first bonus I got at the new job, it was put in my paycheck, so I guess it was out of pocket.
Okay.
Plus, she had to give some to like the other workers that were there, so I guess I get it.
I wish I was making a little something from that shit too, yo. They don't give me nothing of that shit. I had to pay $20. I had to pay $30 for yesterday to go. basically for both days. So like Monday and Tuesday. No, not Monday and Tuesday. Tuesday and Wednesday, I had to pay like altogether $60 to go back and forth.
Mm.
And like working. I'm like, dude, you chewing up my paycheck right now. I want some fucking compensation for this shit. not,
Yeah,
yo,
like,
not a lot of people be going. Well, you'd be surprised. A lot of people actually did go to the gym afterwards. Like the second day after the blizzard, they went.
a friend of mine, he after work, he goes to the gym. He waits online. Like there's lines to go into the fucking gym, and he waits.
Yo.
Shit is.
Alright, cool.
Shit is stupid. He probably goes sit on a Flatbush, right?
No. At our old job was in Manhattan, so he goes to the one. Yeah, I think he goes to the one on 34th. I think there's one on 34th.
Dude, that city shit is the worst, yo. Unless you working out in like the sports club.
That's the 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2.
I mean, working out in the city must be the worst thing ever. Unless you get like a little dingy cult gym or some shit.
Yeah, he used to train at a boxing gym
That's the 1, 2.
where like legitimate boxers used to like train and shit. But because of COVID, they didn't have enough money to cover rent and shit.
Yeah,
so they
it's
like
like
closed for good.
Yeah, a lot of these gyms, boxing, MMA gyms closed down here.
Yeah.
I'm surprised my old one is still open.
I can't see you.
Cause that rent is expensive as shit.
Yeah, this nigga was paying like $200 a month. So like, what was it called? I think it was
worse. Like,
Mendes.
they got I think all gyms like hike their prices up in New York City, like in terms of like what you pay for. Because of the COVID shit, they use that as an excuse to like hike all their prices up. But I kind of get it though. It gets rid of all the fucking people that be fucking up the gym and shit.
I have an aunt.
Save me some shit.
Yeah, I can't
I have
get
an aunt who
I don't see you or hear you.
and now she has COVID. So she's like, she doesn't have like long to live. So my mom was just like, yo, we gotta like see her. And I'm like, does she still live? And she goes, yeah. This girl lives Grand Concourse.
Tell me we're gonna go back on the link?
Where'd you live? Grand Concourse?
Oh, okay.
In the Bronx. Nope. No, man. We can FaceTime or something.
She a close family member?
She's my uncle's wife, so I wouldn't know.
Damn.
No, I think she is.
You're gonna be like, damn. But she has COVID though. You can't see her. Right?
Right. Hey.
That's against the law.
I mean, like, look, Cuomo said, my governor said, how many is it? 10 people? I'm sorry, one of us is gonna have to go.
You can't bring up Cuomo anymore. That dude, he got the sim thing going on, remember? And he opened back up the restaurants. He's gonna open back up the restaurants for 25%.
I'm gonna do indoor dining on Valentine's Day.
He's like, I think just for Valentine's Day, right?
A gimmick. No. It's open for
What's the
good.
point? What's the
He's
sense of
doing it
that?
on Valentine's Day.
So business can get their money up.
Something like right?
Because they're losing out.
Yeah.
The small business losing out.
Those little city restaurants are losing out.
Mm-hmm.
But
there still won't be enough capacity.
Yeah, that's what the restaurant owners said. It was like, fuck that. It was like
they're only doing it for 25%.
Yeah.
But they need 50%.
But they need at least 50 or 75 at least.
Oh,
I mean,
75 is pretty much full. So like,
right.
That's a dream.
50.
It's gotta be 50 probably.
You're right.
Or near to it.
So yeah, somewhere in how do you even keep track of that shit? In the gym, I can't even keep track of how much people.
Well, you know when you tag in the gym, it goes straight in a number, right? Don't it?
Yeah,
how many people's in it because they want you to scan out too.
Yeah, but the system, like it doesn't. It's not designed to like hit a limit. Like, oh, you got this much people in the gym.
Oh, so
And
you gotta probably look at the
you gotta manually do it.
manually look at
And
it.
nobody even got the time for that shit. That
Okay, I'll try again.
it said you allow 203 people in the gym, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I doubt it gets that high because when I walk in,
How many?
203.
Oh,
That's when you walk in when you work out, you don't see that much people, right?
nah, I don't see that.
But yeah, I hardly see that much people too.
You
But
know,
when they get
you know
when
it's a lot when you go upstairs.
and you see like packed the shit,
Yeah, then it's packed.
and that's like around the spring or summertime.
1, 2.
So I am not doing that manually. Yeah, there's 203 people. I got kick out. Yeah, I kick out 50 people.
And how you gonna do that?
I don't know.
See, like that's the tricky thing. Like, but the only way they can do that is if they have someone outside counting, and then once it gets to that number, cut everyone off and be like, that's it until.
Oh my god.
When I talk to
Doing
inside,
that job, yo,
on the mic.
is basically like security. I'm gonna be outside again working, motherfucker. But then again, it's just counting people though, so I don't give a fuck. But
Like I remember I went to Popeyes, and there was someone outside not letting more than 10 people into that Popeyes.
were they the employees that work there?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. That's like that's a new shift. That's a new thing.
You hear me?
Yeah. I went with Kayla to Bath and Body Works. They did that shit.
That's some bouncer shit. They gotta hire bouncers.
Yeah.
Like they legally have to hire bouncers now. They can't put that on regular employees. You know, right? That's
Yeah, I can see why they can't. Because they're not trained to like turn people away and deal with people who like with dickheads that are like, nah, fuck that, I'm going in.
Everything seems like it's working.
Like,
I just can't hear you.
Every work person, I assume, like they know how to do that to an extent. Like if some shit is happening at your job,
so
like
you want to go on StreamYard
or whatever, like you have a you do have the ability to do that shit, like to get them out of there. And that's like just one person.
But you got the restream already, right?
Like, that you can be dealing with. They're like a family, per se, right?
You got restream, right?
But imagine like,
yeah,
you're in front and like just groups of people, like different people.
Oh, okay. Download it and see how easy that is. It's kind of, I was going through it, but I didn't want to go through it because I know I ain't going to do my own live. So
like an average customer,
it looked like it was kind of simple.
I mean, an average worker, like that'd be some shit. Because I when I first started in security, that was some shit for me. I had to like learn just how to be passive, like with those people.
You could control them if you wanted to. Mm-hmm. Oh.
Fuck that, man. And most of those people probably be on like fucking teams and shit. I try to fuck with that shit. After I get this motorcycle, I'm definitely gonna get another. I might look into another job or some shit. I'm just trying to get this shit right.
At the gym, do like people? Is there like a time limit that they can be in there?
So like they, like in the cardio room, right? Like so it's like the second floor of the shit. They have like a They have like a post-in, but it's like sealed into like the wall. So like they made sure people know that this shit is official. And it says like, look, you can't spend no more than like an hour in the cardio section or some shit like that. Like the max you could stay there is like an hour or some shit. If you stay in there for more than an hour, then you have to leave or something like that. But we don't even enforce that shit. Because you can't even keep track. You have to have like you have to constantly be on the CCTV to like make sure the specific person is following that. Like all these little rules, Corona rules that they're passing, is very like totalitarian shit. And you can't like, we're in America, we can't enforce that right now because we're not used to that shit. That's like some new shit that we're getting. But I could see it like, that's why like these people who be storming the Capitol and anti-mask people. Like they're scared for like us to get so used to it to the point where we're just living like that, you know, that everything is at capacity. We have to kick people out. We're constantly monitoring a person to make sure they're not doing this or that, and it just makes people feel singled out. So nobody want to live in a world like that, basically. So that's why you have people like that. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Do you see it getting like that? Because like
I
they
think
have
the
new
best
variants out.
chance of doing that, the best chance of doing that was when COVID was at its like worst. In like fucking March, April, when like 800 people were dying a day and shit. They could
Yeah,
have done it then.
but
But
it's
like
still
I
like that
asked
though, right?
because
It came back. It came back like that. I heard in the news. Like the
it's
same
as bad
thing.
as it was before.
Yeah, like how it was going down last February. It's going down just like how it was. But we're not really like going through the lockdowns because we're kind of still debating whether to do herd immunity or just like we're kind of debating like three things: herd immunity, kind of banking on the vaccine, or you might just take the route London is going and just start doing like tiers of lockdowns, where like London they're doing like tier 1, then that shit didn't work. They did tier 2, that shit didn't work. They did tier 3, and now the variants came out, so now they're doing tier 4, where they can hardly get out their house. Like they could hardly work outside. They could hardly. The most you could do is just go out to throw out your trash. I think. At first it was a meme, and they're making fun of that shit, and I think now they actually live in that meme. They just have the freedom to do certain things, you know. Unless you're like an essential worker, like of course you could be outside, shit like that. But
Well, like I asked that question because it's like, what if they're capping people? They're only like 25 or whatever percent can be in the gym. Now, what if all of those people decide, I'm gonna stay like a good 2 hours, 3 hours?
yeah, you have people like that, right? And I understand why, because it's a good environment to be around. Like you have people that are like minded like you, and you're probably doing the same shit, and you so happen to like strike up a conversation, and your workout goes for like a good 2 hours. And I've seen that happen to a lot of people in the gym, and it's retarded. Like that shit is. How could you stop that? How could you stop
Yeah,
that,
like
man?
you can't tell someone, yo, so
It's
other
time to
people
break
can
it
get
up.
in. Y'all kind of gotta go.
You talking too much. Yeah, I gotta take this outside. You gotta not work it out enough.
I see a lot of talking, not enough working out. You guys are gonna have to go.
This shit gonna have to be like a power plant, like WCW power plant. That, but you think it could ever get like that? Like, for instance, they're already saying that this fucking vaccine is not doing too well. Like some people are dying from it. It's working in some parts, but because of the variants, they don't know if it's gonna work against the variants. I don't know. Like I heard that it's not even working at all, or some shit like that.
Yo,
But that's gonna be a weird thing, man.
Well,
all right.
vaccines come in stages, right? Like they never figure it out the first time.
Nah, they figure it out to like probably like 4 years down the line or something like that.
Yeah, they're just like, all right, now it's perfected. So like, this isn't really surprising. The fact that I guess because we're older, so
Testing
now
1,
like
2, 1, 2.
people dying, now that
Testing.
shit is like, holy shit, people are dying from this.
You can hear me?
But it's always been like that. I'm sure the vaccine for polio,
Yeah.
niggas was like dropping
Oh,
like
see?
flies
Oh,
because
yeah.
of it.
Yeah, like my grandma had a friend, but she had two friends. Like they had one had polio, and one took the
I see
vaccine.
enough to hear, man.
And when the one who
I
took
can't
the
see you or hear
vaccine,
you.
still got fucked up and still was walking just like the one who got polio.
Yeah,
Shut
sure.
it
So,
down.
And like one was a man, one was a woman, both born in the same era, and they both met each other. They ended up meeting each other, and they were like, "Holy shit!" They're like, "You took the vaccine?" It's like, "Yeah, I took that shit. I still ended up like you." So I don't know, man. I don't know. I think
so-
Trump was right.
so-
We have to put the light in the body. Stick
You serious?
stick a big ultraviolet light in your throat.
Hey, stay online. Stay online. Let me see.
exactly. That's gonna help. Was that
Burn
another
that
one
shit.
like drink? It wasn't drink
Hit the
bleach.
screen.
It was
Drink
drink something.
Shit, your camera.
Drink hand sanitizer? No, it
You
wasn't.
hear me?
No, it was bleach. It was bleach. He was like, "Could
It
you?"
was bleach.
Yeah, he was like, "Could you put like a
Yeah,
cleaning,
testing,
a
1, 2,
bleaching
1, 2.
product inside of your bloodstream?" But you see, this is where I kind of like understand his mindset, because this is the average man mindset, right? And when you kind of look outside the box and you see the type of shit that we make in
Yeah.
America, most of it is designed to kill people.
See a blank screen.
Well,
now.
like the minimum of it is to actually help people, right? And you would assume that they will have something out, like some type of shit that you could put inside your body to like
What the hell?
bleach all type of viruses off. Like it, yeah, not necessarily bleach that you use to clean the house, but like
Just to test and test.
some type of blood cleaner.
Alright,
You know, you have all these natural remedies and shit that actually could do that, but it does it at a slow pace. So you're telling me you can't synthesize it to make it, you can't synthesize it to like, clear you out in a pace that's fast?
Like he's not knowledgeable. He's not knowledgeable on shit like that. So that's
Yes.
why. I guess the issue is like since he was the president, we held him to a higher standard. That type of bleach shit you hear from like some dumb nigga.
Yeah.
Some dumb nigga on the corner, like, yo, just drink bleach, bro. Like,
But it's
that COVID shit, just drink bleach, bro.
it's something that really like that as a commoner, like that a commoner
Yeah, it
that
didn't
sees
work.
everything fucking up around them, like they just gonna like bleed out their brain and say that shit, say some shit
Now,
like that.
yeah, nothing. I don't see you.
If I was Trump, I would have spinned it like this after saying that shit. If he was smart enough, after saying that, I would have been like, nah, but we too busy building nukes and shit. We can't find
You want to stream y'all?
a bleach for blood,
Okay.
Oh, can you go on Facebook?
Yeah. Well, you send me the
I'm
link.
about to.
Whatever you can send. Because I don't have the app downloaded.
I'm
But
crying.
then again, that shit, I don't know, man. From what I've heard, nobody knows what COVID is. Like, I mean, they know, but they don't know like the exact like. It's so much variance going around that it's so hard to come up with a single cure for it. So I feel like the whole world was just in a mess naturally from that shit. But they had like poor response time for that.
I
The
texted it
most-
to you. So it's on see if you get it or whatever.
I feel like the most they could have done was just like have harsh lockdowns and shit, which is like what India and like Italy and places like that they did. They just had harsh lockdowns and
Bro, that quarantine was the best 3 months I've ever experienced.
peace and fucking unity, right? Everybody I felt so much peace in the air, even though people were like fucking up.
Oh nah, every day was an argument between Kayla and I. But like outside of that, like I was home. I didn't have to go to work. Like it was amazing. But when you're looking at the video, make sure the volume's up.
Yo, I saw that earlier.
Really?
You seen it?
Nah.
Yo, that shit's crazy. You know what that was arguing about?
Oh shit. How that guy
Shoveling
shot
snow, my nigga.
You saw it from the
Oh
beginning?
shit.
You didn't see it from the beginning.
Damn, he finished her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it, like,
Oh.
they were just screaming, pussy, pussy.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
what were they fighting about?
One of them
Snow.
put shovel on the other side neighbors.
Really?
Yeah, shoveling snow and throwing it over on the next side.
And this looks like in a good neighborhood too.
Yeah. That's the wrong guy.
Pennsylvania or some shit. And that guy shot mad much before he got hit. How the fuck she just killed her just like that?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Oh no, she's not dead. Yo, play dead, you fuckhead.
Man, she's
Did he spin the block yet?
You mean he spin the block? Yeah, he spin the block on both of them.
He spun the block.
Rock their snot box. Fucking turn their TVs off. Over some snow. Yo, people are really demonic nowadays. I really think there's like a demon
time.
Nah, but these are like normal people in average and middle America, you know? Like, these sound like people that are in there, like, you know? Like, they well suited. They have a house and 2 cars and shit. I'm pretty sure the guy across from has, like, he has good property.
They woke up choosing violence. They're just like, nah, I'm with the shits today. If anyone wanted, I got it for him.
Holy shit!
He spun the block. That's what I meant.
Yo!
He came out with the rifle?
Yeah!
You wanted me? He said, you know what? If I'm going down, I'm going to go down all the way.
Sure for some fucking... Wait, yo.
He went home and killed himself, yeah.
He killed himself?
Yeah.
He was probably going through some shit.
He went in his house and he shot himself.
He probably was a loony and probably was going... Where was that? In Pennsylvania or something?
Nah, I don't know. But the woman had a gun too.
Cause yeah, I heard more than one shot.
Yeah, and so she was shooting at him, but
oh, you know
I didn't
what?
see that.
You know, yeah, we didn't see that, but like, I heard more than one shot, and she was just standing there. So it looked like she's
but you could see her hand go up if it was like that.
But she probably holding like one of those small little pistol guns. Like sometimes he'd be holding them like cool ladies and just shooting. Shooting blindly and shit. Because that could have been the case too. But then
again, I got it from here.
I'm not killing a person.
I got it from the very beginning. They was cussing each other.
Even that, like, I don't think I'm gonna finish you off over some shit like that. Like, if you just shot me, I don't know, man. If you just shot me, I don't think I could just finish you off like that. Even for some snow, you have to kill my family over some shit like that. You have to murder my family, like or like break in or do some hostage shit to like have me go to that end of like, yo, all right, that's amazing.
She was shoveling snow.
Even if you, I don't know, even if you were just shooting at me like on some heated argument shit.
Oh wait a minute. Oh yeah, she did pull out a gun.
She shot a lot. You shot a lot.
She did pull out a gun.
You think?
She still got the gun in her hand.
But technically, Justin, that's self-defense.
Yeah, of course. No, but him coming back
with the rifle, that's malicious. Yeah. He should have never done that.
But
he should have left it like that.
He didn't have the second guy. He didn't have a gun. So if he was to just shoot her and leave it at that, then okay, it's self-defense. No. But he followed the guy and did it.
Nah, fuck him. Fuck him. You were with the shooter. You were with the Uda. You about to go get another gun, right? I gotta shoot you so you won't get another gun. But nah, he did worse when he did that shit, cause that now it just looks like you're avoiding.
Then he came back with a bigger gun.
Yeah, cause now that looks like you're avoiding. Cause at least he could get away with the whole shooting the guy. I was like, he's going for another gun, and they shot at me first, and I'm just trying to protect my life. And if I have to dust these people like this, then I have to do it like that. But instead, like it looked like he came back and was just trying to finish the job and get away. And it looks bad.
And he knew. That's why he probably killed himself after.
Yeah. So yeah, that's some stupid shit.
Over snow.
was speaking to one of my friends from Britain, and this dude was like, "Yo, y'all guys need to get rid of guns completely. Like just completely. Like I don't understand like why you guys still have guns and shit." And I was like, "You ever
Well,
been?"
tell them to get rid of knives because there's like a stabbing pandemic over there.
Yeah, he told me about that. He was like, although we don't have guns, the whole thing of the knife thing is like really bad. Here it is to the point where you know how like in America where you go donate your guns for money or some shit like that. Like even if it's like illegal guns, like you get a chance to like just throw them away and just get money and no questions asked type shit. Um, Over there they do it for knives. So like you dead ass, you can't have a basic kitchen tool outside unless it's like sealed up, like in a box or some shit, you know. But if you have a blade, any type of blade, you get arrested. You're going away for a for a good while. And they just as bad as like the American people, the New York people here, and the Chicago people. Like when it comes to killing people, they're just as bad. So he was saying that too, but he's like, yo, but the mass shootings, like y'all have like a lot of mass shootings and with the military shit or whatever, you know. And I was like, yeah, I understand, because like from an outside perspective, they see that shit and they be like, yo, we're wild and we're like Grand Theft Auto characters for real.
Crazy.
but I was like, you ever been in too deep into the shits where you just have to adapt to like your environment and you have no choice but to like, even though you hate it and you disapprove of it, you just have to adapt to it and grow to like it so you could fucking defend yourself. He was like, nah. He was like, nah, but I do understand that to like a certain extent. I was like, yeah, like that's the thing with America. Like, we can, I don't know, we can never throw away guns just like that. I was like, the whole thing with the defunding the police, like they were trying to do that, right? Like have community outreach people like solve like domestic crimes and shit. But like for like the heavy duty shit, they keep like police officers with guns and shit to like deal with, you know, raids and just people that are dangerous for real, you know. And I was telling them most of the police force, when they heard about that shit, they just quit. They up and left. They weren't feeling that shit. So I was like, you have most of these people, they're citizens as well, even though they're police, they're citizens as well. They're gonna hear that shit and they're gonna be like, well, I'm just gonna do my own policing, where I have my own gun and I'm at my own community and we get together, we fund it ourselves. Like they have shit like that and like these little communities and shit with when guns are like very legal over there. I was telling them like over here you can't have a pistol. Like, if you have a pistol, you go away in New York City. But when you cross certain state lines, it's just like it gets kind of murky.
Yeah,
But,
they're never getting rid of guns. Like,
but I was like, yeah,
not getting rid of it, but they're never like gonna make it a lot. They're not gonna make it strict.
if they
That's never gonna
were,
happen.
I was telling them if they were to do that shit, it would have to be like a grand miracle, like to do it. Like it'll have to be some Metal Gear 5 shit. Like in the end of Metal Gear 5, like you kind of work to like denuclearization, where you just like so you unarm everybody of their nukes, including America. Like nobody have nukes, and that actually is like one of the steps to like world peace in that game. Whatever, right? I was like, you'll have to do some shit like that, like, and even in Metal Gear, it was still murky as fuck. Them niggas had to instead of the fucking nukes, they have to deal with the Metal Gears now. Like that was some new shit they have to deal with.
Shit, Carl.
So I'm like, yo, you're always gonna have like evil and good people here. Like, it's just like, what the fuck you do with them? How do you adapt?
The argument that's made when it comes to like gun laws and shit is, well, in states where it's open carry, there's a lot less crime. and it's just like,
yo, that's true. That's true. But
it's just like, yeah, but
ever since
what's
the Capitol,
stopping someone? What happened?
ever since the Capitol, right? Ever since the storming of the Capitol, we might see a change. We might see a shift to violence. So how we just saw just now with that shit, we probably might see like some type of shift going on, where a lot of like upper middle of America, like upper middle class or middle class, like people who have good jobs and shit are just gonna start doing like these weird crimes, like these fucked up crimes that you don't normally see people like that doing. You expect that from like a gangbanger, you know, or a crackhead or some shit. So I don't know, like, cause I don't know. Ever since the Capitol shit, it just looked kind of crazy now. Like when I go back to Pennsylvania, it's like, damn, shit, we probably might need something, cause like you never know if one of these militias might go crazy and just might end up, you know, fucking about, because over there in Pennsylvania it's type mix. You have your Biden supporters and you have your Trump supporters, but the Trump supporters kind of outweigh the Biden supporters, and you could probably see something go down in the near future. Because I heard this nigga Trump want to create something called the Patriot. So you know you have Democrats and Republicans. He wants to create a patriot party, basically. So you're gonna see some new shit go about when it comes to crime, I think, in guns. And a lot of people are gonna look at us like, yo, we're definitely in GTA land. Definitely in GTA land.
You're living in Gotham City.
Gotham City. We're nicknamed that now. Like, not even Hassan Campbell's not the only one that says that now. It's like all these other streamers that stream about like the shit that goes down in New York City, they say that as well. Like, we're in Gotham City or some shit. You saw the lady that got bit in the eye?
Oh, because some like she rejected
niggas?
some guy or some shit like that.
Yeah, because some blood niggas didn't want to, she didn't want to, like, fuck with some blood niggas or whatever. That shit was crazy, yo. And some other shit, too, where this couple, one lady got groped, and, she went to her husband, and she was like, yo, I'm tired of shit. Like, these niggas stay groping me and shit every time I'm going up the stairs. And he came to confront them, and that gang just, like, murdered them. Like, turned their TVs off.
Close they curtains.
It's just crazy, yo.
Rock they snot box.
You saw that episode when he does have episodes. you saw that episode when he was making fun of what's this guy's name? What the fuck is this dude's name, dude? Casanova?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, yo, he's twerking in the jail.
Yo, I saw that video, but I didn't like watch it.
He was just doing the Junebug challenge. And niggas thought he was twerking in jail. He was like, look, he paused it right when he just bent over to just look into the camera. He was like, look, he bent over. He twerking.
Look, he twerking.
I was like,
just want to say,
yeah.
Rest in peace to hip hop. Rest in peace.
That's it?
Has officially died.
That's it?
Because of Casanova, yeah.
Years, would you have convinced me that I would see Casanova 2 times?
Casanova.
The 8 bench
Let's go
pressing
over to the
400
second.
pounds, Mr. Casanova. Put you in the face for knock your teeth out. Through your hood, nigga bang. Never in a million years.
Nigga big.
When I was doing that, I was 2 times the 8. The
What is
8
that?
bench pressing 400 pounds,
The
Mr.
8.
Casanova. Put you in the face for knock your teeth out. Through your hood, nigga bang. Never in a million years would I would have thought that I would see Casanova 2 times
2 times.
in jail twerking. I'm not gonna let y'all put another name in front of it. Son is going in. But y'all don't believe me?
Ain't you cool, Casanova?
Let me break this down for you real quick. Like, there's no explaining. None of y'all kids say nothing to me about this shit right here.
To be fair, I kind of side with the song a little
Let's
bit.
take a look at Mr.
And I know
Casanova
it sounds
2 times,
crazy,
right?
but I don't think I'll be doing no June bug challenge in fucking jail, bro. I don't care how much
Oh, y'all
people
see
are in
what
there.
I'm saying? Look at Cass.
Nigga, my ass is
Get ready.
you're popping. You kind of popping your ass over there.
Oh, been through.
You know, I don't want nobody seeing that
Watch it,
thinking,
right?
you know, giving up the wrong idea. But I mean, he's a big ape, so
Even
I mean,
people in the comments are like, yo, this clickbait.
word it is. You just do the challenge.
Oh, y'all seeing what I'm saying? Look at Cass. Get ready. Pop it. Pop it. Look at button. Boom. Bent over. Watch it get right. Watch
Watch
the
his
hands.
ass.
He getting ready for the twerk.
Isn't it kind of fucked up?
See him do it.
Is it-
Did you see the way? Let me clean this camera. I know it's kind of greasy. Let
Listen, isn't it kind of fucked up, right?
He didn't get away over that fast. Look. Look.
Please.
Pop it. Boom. Twerk. 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 Boom. And bent over in front of the camera. Now, somebody please explain to me. Right? Please explain to me. Who was holding the camera? While
The
he was
camera
bending
looks
over.
stabilized. Yo, doesn't the camera look kind of stabilized?
Yeah, it looks like
It looks
they
kind
weren't
of...
shaking at all. It was a tripod.
Now, me,
Deep breath.
that's something I don't think I can make a video out of, right? Because
So
you
you
kind of
mean
look
to
gay in the
tell me-
process, looking like, look at this nigga, look at him. Look at where his ass twerks. See? Let me clean this camera real quick so you can see his ass twerk clearer.
I haven't listened to Whoopi, so I'm gonna listen to it.
Oh, okay.
I haven't listened to their shit yet. Because I heard that, like, he's pulling the 6ix9ine, so now I'm just like, now I have to listen to it. Because
But it's mad funny, right?
this
Everybody's
song
jacking
of 6ix9ine was good.
Everybody was
But he
jacking
came
him with
out
the
with
whoopty shit, right?
Dumbo. Yeah.
Everybody's jacking him with the whoopty shit. Then the man didn't even mess up yet, right? He didn't do no mess up yet. I don't know if he's really blood or not. I don't know if he's false claiming. But from what I can see, he has done no mess up.
That
Hasn't
haircut
this-
should have tipped y'all off. Haircut's weird.
Facts. But he has not dissed no dead ops, done none of that.
Look at all these rentals.
Well, you know what it is. You know what it is, Justin. Whoopty.
Bitch, I'm outside of some movie. Blue cheese. I swear I'm addicted to blue cheese. I gotta stick to this paper like
Blue cheese? I never had blue cheese before. But he's addicted to it. So, like, it might be good. I don't know.
But you think he's addicted to the dressing or to the weed? Yeah, that's a
I was going
mystery.
for the dressing. Ooh. Open for speculation. That's good. Keep us guessing.
Yep.
I'm not even gonna defend that.
My chicken like it's a two-piece. You can have your bitch back, she a groupie. She just swallow all my kids in a two-seat. Swagged out.
What's with people making songs and then putting a whole bunch of people saying that one line?
That's
Who
how you
did
make it
it?
sound. That's how you make it sound viral. But what do you call it? Leaky G. Them Leaky G.
Yeah,
band,
Leaky G did it.
He does that in almost every one of his songs. Which is like, alright, we know people are not ringing that shit like that. Like to be.
Yeah, alright, you have friends, I get it.
But you have niggas that cause like I don't hear that song bumping like how you hear Whoopty actually bumping like that. I mean, but then again, that nigga did that shit before it got hot.
Bugs.
But he didn't do no mess up yet. He's not even dissing no dead ops. He's not dissing no set. He's not doing nothing.
He's not rolling on no Tuki. He's not smoking on like some FBG duck.
Yeah, he's not smoking on FBG duck. Like he's not doing none of that.
He's not smoking on King Vaughn. He's not doing nothing.
And you gotta give the man. He's not wearing no like colorful ass clothes. He's not like. The only thing he's doing is like.
Well, he's from Staten Island, so he's never gonna get his full like respect.
Is he really? Or is that a song sample just saying that shit?
No, he's deadass from Staten Island.
But
him and Matty G's have that in common.
But Staten Island's kind of fucked up though. You know?
I mean, is it like Brooklyn or Bronx fucked up?
And yeah, that's why I ain't trying to go to Justina like that, because there's certain areas where they just like all they know is like fucking violence and shit. Because they have like this row, like I think some type of town in Staten Island or some shit. One part, I don't know if it's on Park Hill, where like the Wu-Tang Clan was from or whatever. But around those areas, like it didn't get better. Like it's still like shit. It's still left in like the gutter and shit. Like you have your nice side of Staten Island, which is like predominant, but then you have like your side of just like fuckery. And I think that's the side that's closest to the ferry or something. But I don't know, it's weird, yo. They're weird over there. They're really like an offshoot. Like an offshoot of whatever we have going on over here. I don't know. So you want to accept a nigga from Staten Island? Whoopty. You want to accept a whoopty for Staten Island? You think he?
Would I take him seriously?
Yeah.
No.
Yo, we need to go to Staten Island. We need to go to Staten Island one day. All right, and just
we need to do a Beyond Scare Straight.
Yes, we need to do that shit. We need to make a challenge.
Someone needs to leave me and like someone needs to like cause me to drink to the point where I pass out, and then leave me in like Staten Island.
All right. One of these summers, if it gets really good outside and like nobody have to wear masks like that and shit, you'll get very drunk and smack, and we'll end up on a ferry to Staten Island. And we will see what's up.
We'll do Bayridge on Staten Island, yeah.
Cause yo, my mom did that once. Not the whole getting drunk shit and stuff, but like they went to just go see like what Staten Island about, cause they just wanted to know like why is this here. Like,
man, imagine being bored. Let's go see what Staten Island's about. Look at it.
We used to do that shit. We used to get bored and we used to just go like to different states sometimes. Like I remember going to Ohio one time for like a brief second. I remember going to Chicago one time for a brief second.
I want to go to like fucking Kansas. Just cause.
Yo, it is nothing, like literally nothing there, yo. Like if you travel, if you travel like let's say if you do take like right. Like I say the best road trip you could take is from New York to Florida, even though it's like very. Like in terms of what you can see in America, from like here
Yeah,
to the
New York to
Midwest,
Florida.
huh?
Yeah, New York to Florida, you have a lot in between.
Yeah. So like in terms of like what you want to see and like what you expect from it, like I consider like that like one of the best trips. But when you go through the Midwest, it's something you kind of have to speed through because it's literally nothing out there, dude. Like when I went to Ohio, it's just like shit. I went out there like for a brief like hour, 2 hours or so. But when you walk around, nothing. It's just like small town America. Like it's just America. Like it has no type of like spice in it. Like at least Boston, they can get away with like bars and shit. Like they're very good with bars and bears. But that's about it. In sports, that's about it. But when you go into the Midwest, holy shit, there is nothing. No wonder tornadoes go fuck them niggas up.
Exactly, they bored. Like, what's there to do there? Like, whenever I would see like serial killer documentaries, and they're just like, and he went on a murdering spree in Columbus, Ohio. I'm like, yeah, what else is there to do? Like, it's just either you fuck your cousin or like you end up being a serial killer. There's not much in between. So
Nah, like people like
I
us,
gotta.
we'll if we're like people like us that come from urban areas, we'll do good out there. Like no problem. I don't think we'll turn out like that. Like
Oh no, that's
that
because
shit.
we're like, go ahead.
That I feel like that shit is like lines on down of just like your bloodline just grown up in a complete state of like boredom. I feel like that could be something to it because yeah, you're right. There's a lot of serial killers in the Midwest, but a lot of them are white though. But a lot of them
Yeah,
be bored as fuck. And like I don't know if it's like a space thing, like they see a lot of space and a lot of trees as nothingness. Because when I used to speak to like people from West Virginia, they were like, "Yo, I can't wait to go to the city, to see New York City. Like here is so boring." And I'm like, "Yo, what the fuck are you talking about? Here is like the best. You could go fishing anytime you want to. No fishing license. You could take a boat out anytime you want to. Buying guns down there is easy as shit. Buying any type of vehicle is easy as shit. Like it's like heaven for a dude. Like, like why do you want to like go see the city? Like why do you want to go live there? They're like, we just want to go. It looks so exciting. It looks so fucking fast and shit. I'm like, all right.
that's where we have like the advantage in a sense because we do this every day and we're here every day, so we're tired of it. So like, I really wouldn't mind going to like the countryside or whatever. Like I know there's nothing in Kansas. Like there's nothing there. But it's like fuck it. Like I want to get away from the city, so I don't see why not.
But I feel like Kansas is like a different story, yo. What? what other
Let me
Midwest
look
place
up
you would choose?
Airbnb
What?
in Kansas. Let me see how much they cost. Probably like
What?
5 shekels.
What? What? What other Midwest state you will choose to go to? Like this nigga Kanye went to Wyoming, right? Now
Why?
Wyoming looks kind of beautiful. I ain't gotta admit, it looks like some Switzerland type shit. Like he kind of got me sold on that shit. I might go out there. Fucking.
I go to Minnesota.
All right. I mean, they got some spice in them now. Ever since the fucking riots and shit.
That and it's like always cold
Oh fuck
over
that.
there. I think. I'd rather die before I go to Michigan. Um, what's the difference, really? Same with Illinois.
Michigan. Yeah, the same with Illinois as well. Where well, I heard a lot of people go to Michigan now for to start up marijuana businesses and shit now. So they're starting to get Yo, a lot of these places that lack spice are trying to get spice in their life. But you're gonna see a lot of shit. Fucking Washington, D.C. Them niggas don't even need spice. They're spicy enough. They just legalized mushrooms in Washington, D.C.
So what?
They just legalized mushrooms in Washington, D.C.
Fuck it, they need some shit in their life.
But Washington, D.C. is like the most spiciest place you can live in. Like it's very
Is it
good,
real?
and you got politicians there, and you
Yeah.
got like a small percentage of like, actually people that live off good in Washington D.C. Like that shit.
Yeah.
You imagine that whole populace on shrooms? Like fuck that. Them niggas gonna fuck shit up. Yeah, give it to some New Yorkers so we can stop spinning the block. Yo,
Like,
why
nah,
you spin the block like
shooting
that?
you. Came out with another gun.
Yo, people are like cards.
We never spun the block on our ops. And the other guy was just like, yo, this entertainment. I see it as entertainment. You thinking too much. It's
Yo,
entertainment.
them niggas was like cartoons, right? You ever see like in a cartoon when somebody does something to another character and that character comes back with something bigger to finish it off?
Mm-hmm.
It was like that. Like this, like she pulled out her pistol, her little shit, and she shot off a couple of times. He pulled out his and it shot off and it rang off. And she tried to go again and this nigga came out with a bigger gun and just wiped everything out.
He's like,
Niggas is cartoons now.
Not that, I'm not that.
That Looney Tune shit, fuck people head up, boy. Fuck that. They talking about video games. That Looney Tune shit, real fuck people head up.
Yeah, it doesn't. The shit we had to watch, it didn't make any sense.
There's some type of Looney Tune demon out there. Going out there and making us rock each other's snot boxes. I gotta get a gun, Justin. This shit is fucked up. You don't feel like that? You don't ever feel like that?
Yeah, I feel that way.
But then again, in New York City, you can't really shoot anybody in New York City. And I don't want to even shoot anybody. Like, that is such a messy thing. I just want to be left alone. I don't even want to hunt. Fuck hunting. Like, shooting an animal is an easy thing, I think. I don't think there's no type of... I mean, there's skill if you do it from a long-ass distance.
Mm.
But, I think eventually you'll get the fucking thing with a gun, opposed to a bow and arrow. You know? So I feel like it's not as hard as hunting with a bow and arrow and shit. Like, I just want a thing to protect me from these fucking maniacs, dude. These people are crazy as shit. I got civilized. I used to think that way.
The Hulkamania.
Justin, ever since I got a job and I got a vehicle and all that bullshit, I got civilized. I can't think like that no more. I can't think like these people. I used to think like that. I used to want to turn people's TVs off and all that bullshit. But now I'm cool.
You're an innocent taxpaying civilian.
Yeah, it's just... Just want to get my shit
What are you
together.
gonna do next?
Instead, they want me to rock a snot box or two. Where are we going with this?
Close this curtain.
I